Hello students. So we were discussing the chapter triangles. Most of the part of this chapter is completed. Now some questions are remaining. So let us discuss those important questions of topic triangle. So the first question is, we have to prove that angle between internal bisector of one base angle between internal bisector of one base angle and external bisector of other base angle of a triangle is equal to half of the vertical angle. Okay, so this is our question. First, read the question very carefully. Prove that the angle between internal bisector of one base angle and external bisector of another base angle of a triangle is equal to half of the vertical angle. So first let us draw the figure of this question. So suppose we have given a triangle. This is our triangle. Let us consider it as triangle A, B and angle C. Okay, this is our triangle. So what is given in the question? Angle between internal bisector of one base angle and external bisector of other base angle. So how many base angles are there? There are two base angles. This is vertical angle A, angle B is base angle and angle C is base angle. But one base angle we have to take as internal angle and another we have to take external. So if we produce the side BC, suppose we have produced the side BC because we have studied about exterior angle. So what will be the exterior angle? Now this will be our exterior angle. Okay, angle C, it will be called as exterior angle of angle C, and this is interior angle B. So these two angles are given in the question. Angle bisector of one of the base angle, internal bisector of one of the base angle and external bisector of other base angle. So this is first base angle whose internal bisector which we have to take, and this is external angle, exterior angle, and its angle bisector we will take. Okay, so this is our figure, triangle ABC. We have produced the side BC. Suppose this is point D. Now what we have to prove? Angle bisector of internal. So if we take the internal bisector of angle B, so if we produce it, suppose this is the angle bisector of angle B. So we have drawn this. This is the angle bisector of angle B, internal angle. We can say it internal bisector. And external bisector of this angle, this is exterior angle ACD. So if we draw the bisector of this angle, so it will be like this. And both of them will meet at certain point. Let us consider this point as point E. Suppose both the bisector are meeting at point E. Okay, so we have drawn the bisector of internal angle B and exterior angle ACD. Both the bisectors are intersecting at point E. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that this angle is equal to half of the vertical angle. Means we have to prove that this angle E, it will be half of vertical angle of the triangle, that is triangle ABC. Okay, got the question? Let us understand it once again. What is given? Prove that the angle between internal bisector of one base angle. So this is the angle bisector of internal angle and external bisector of other base angle. So this is the external bisector of other angle. and the angle between these two bisectors. So if we extended these two bisectors, they are intersecting at point E, it means this angle is forming, this is angle E, and we have to prove that this angle is equal to half of the vertical angle. The vertical angle means vertical angle of the given triangle ABC. It means we have to prove angle E is equal to half of angle A. Clear? So first we start the question. First, what is given to us? So we have given a triangle ABC, then BE and CE. B and CE are bisectors. Okay, BE and CE are bisectors of angle B and angle ACD respectively. BE is the bisector of angle B and CE is the bisector of angle ACD. So these are the bisectors respectively. Okay. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that the angle E is equal to half of angle A. This is what we have to prove. Angle E is equal to half angle A. So let us start the proving. So how will you prove it? We have studied about exterior angle property. So this angle ACD is the exterior angle of triangle ABC if we use exterior angle property in this triangle. Now let us consider this angle. This angle is angle 1, and this angle if we consider as angle 2. Okay, only this much angle. So if this angle is 1, so this angle will also be 1, because BE is the bisector of angle B, and what a bisector do? Bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. So if this angle is 1, so this will also be 1. Similarly, if we consider this angle as 2, this much angle, so this part of angle will also be 2. Okay, so now let us start. In triangle ABC, angle ACD is exterior angle. Okay, ACD is exterior angle. So if you use exterior angle property, then we will get angle ACD is equal to, how much will be it? This is angle ACD. So we know the exterior angle property. Exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. So we can write it is equal to angle A plus angle B. Okay. Now what is the value of angle ACD? If we have taken this angle 2, it is also 2. It means angle ACD will be equal to twice of angle 2 is equal to angle A plus twice of angle 1. This is angle 1, this is 1. So whole angle B will be equal to 1 plus 1. That will be twice of angle 1. So you will write here, this is exterior angle property. So we got the first equation, twice of angle 2 is equal to angle 1 plus angle A plus twice of angle 1. Or if we divide by 2 on both the side, so we will get angle 2 is equal to half of angle A plus angle 1. If we take this 2 to this side, or if we divide the whole equation by 2, then we will get angle 2 is equal to half angle A plus angle 1. Let us consider it as equation number 1. Okay, so we have used exterior angle property in triangle ABC. Now in second triangle, what is the second triangle? Triangle BEC. Okay, triangle BEC is also a triangle in which angle ECD is exterior angle. This angle is the exterior angle of this triangle BEC. So now if we use exterior angle property in triangle BEC, what is exterior angle? Angle ECD is exterior angle. Okay, in triangle BEC, ECD is exterior angle. So if we use this property, we will get angle ECD is equal to angle E plus, this is angle B, interior opposite angle, sum of interior opposite angles. That will be angle E plus angle 1. So angle ECD is equal to angle E plus angle 1. And what is the value of angle ECD? It is 2. So we can put here angle 2 is equal to angle E plus angle 1. Now this is our equation number 2. Okay, got it? So we got both the equation. Angle 2 is equal to half angle A plus angle 1, and angle 2 is equal to angle E plus angle 1. But what we have to obtain? We have to obtain the relation between angle A and angle E. Now from equation 1 and 2, if you see here equation 1 and equation 2, the left hand side of both the equation, it is angle 2 and it is also angle 2. It means left hand sides are equal. So right hand side will also be equal. So if we equating equation 1 and equation 2. So if you equate these two equations, we will get left hand side is equal, so right hand side will also be equal. So we will get half of angle A plus angle 1 is equal to angle E plus angle 1. Now this angle 1 will be cancelled out, and we will get angle E is equal to half of angle A. And this is what we have to prove in this question. So it is proved. So the proving is very simple. You have to just use the extreme angle properties in both the triangles. But the main important thing is how you will draw the figure. If you are able to draw the figure carefully, clearly, then you can solve the question very easily. So note it down. Now coming to the second question. So we have completed whole of the chapter. All the questions are completed. These are some important questions which we are discussing today. Now next question is, the side BC of triangle ABC is produced such that D is a ray on BC. The bisector of angle A meets BC. Bisector of angle A meets BC in L, in point L. Prove that angle ABC plus angle ACD is equal to twice of angle ALC. Okay, so this is question. The side BC of triangle ABC is produced such that D is a ray on BC. The bisector of angle A meets BC in L. Then prove that angle ABC plus ACD is equal to twice of angle AC. So first thing, we have to draw the figure. So first let us draw the figure. Suppose this is our triangle ABC. This is triangle ABC. The side BC of triangle ABC is produced such that D is a ray. So this is produced and D is a ray. CD is a ray on BC. Okay. Now what given? The bisector of angle A. So if you draw the bisector of this angle, this is angle A. So if you draw the bisector, suppose this is the bisector of angle A. The bisector of angle A meets BC in L. It means this point will be point L. The bisector drawn, it joins BC at point L. Okay. Now Prove that angle ABC, angle ABC is this angle, this is angle ABC, plus angle ACD means this angle, it is equal to twice of angle ALC means this angle. Okay, so we have to obtain the relation between these three angles, angle ABC, ACD and ALC. We have to derive the relation, we have to prove a relation between these three angles. Okay, so how will you obtain the relation in between these three angles? So let us start the question. I am just proving it. So this is the exterior angle of triangle ABC and this is exterior angle of triangle ABL. It means we can apply exterior angle property of a triangle. So if we take the complete triangle, triangle ABC, then angle ACD is the exterior angle which is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Okay, so let us start with the exterior angle property. So first thing we will write angle ACD is equal to, this is exterior angle, it will be equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So what are interior angles? This is angle A and this is angle B. So we can write it angle A plus angle B. So angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. Okay. Now, suppose this is our equation number 1. Or at the place of B, we can write angle ABC. That will be more convenient because we have to prove angle ABC. So we will write it as angle ACD. This is angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle ABC. Okay, this is our equation number 1 by exterior angle property. By exterior angle property. Now, if you take this triangle, triangle ABL, then angle ALC is the exterior angle. And why I am taking this triangle? Because we have to prove angle ALC. So we will get angle ALC from this triangle ABL. So now, angle ALC, it is also the exterior angle, so it will be equal to this angle. And what is this angle? This is angle A by 2 and this is also A by 2 because we have given AL is the bisector of angle A. So this complete angle is A, so this will be A by 2 and A by 2. So we will get angle ALC is equal to half of angle A plus angle ABC. At the place of angle B, I am writing again angle ABC. So this is our second equation and it is also by exterior angle theorem. Okay. So we have got two equations, angle ACD and angle ALC we have obtained. ACD, ALC we have to prove it. Then angle A and ABC. Okay. Now if we see these two equations. So in these two equations, the terms which we have to prove. I told you earlier that we have to prove the question in such a way that whatever we have to prove, we will solve the equations in those particular terms. So the terms are ABC, it is in this equation also. ACD, it is in first equation. ALC, it is in the second equation. But angle A is nowhere in this equation. The equation which we have to prove, angle A is not there. It means we have to eliminate angle A. We have to eliminate angle A. So what we will do here, if we solve equation number 2 further, so we can write it as angle ALC minus angle ABC, it will be equal to half of angle A. Clear? If we multiply this 2 to this side, so we will get twice of angle ALC minus twice of angle ABC, it is equal to angle A. Let us consider it as equation number 3. Okay. So from equation number 2, we have obtained the value of angle A because we have to eliminate angle A. We don't want angle A in the proof. So we will remove angle A. So for that, we are solving the second equation and we get the value of angle A which is equal to twice of angle C minus twice of ALC minus twice of ABC. Now if we use equation number 3 in equation number 1, means if we put the value of angle A from this equation in equation number 1. Okay. So put angle A from equation 3 in equation 1. So we will get this is angle ACD, left hand side, it is equal to angle A. And what is the value of angle A? It is equal to twice of angle ALC minus twice of angle ABC. At the place of angle A, we are putting here 2 angle ALC minus 2 angle ABC plus angle ABC. Okay, what we have done here, we have just put the value of angle A from this equation in this equation. At the place of angle A, we have put this value. So it is 2 angle ABC, 2 angle ALC minus 2 angle ABC plus angle ABC. Now minus 2 ABC plus ABC. So we will get angle ACD is equal to twice of angle ALC minus angle ABC. Okay. Now we have to obtain the relation in terms of 2LC. So we will get angle ACD plus angle ABC. It is equal to twice of angle ALC. And this is what we have to prove. So we have proved this equation also. Angle ACD, angle ABC and twice of angle ALC. So we have proved the given equation. Okay, the question are very simple. You have to just use the extreme angle property and solve the questions, solve the equations very carefully. Whatever you have to obtain, always move your question in such a way that what is required. The things which are not required, eliminate those things. In this question, angle A is not required in the proof. So we have eliminated angle A. So at the place of angle A, we have put it the value and we have got the answer. So note it down. Now coming to the next question, we have given in a triangle ABC, AD bisects angle A and angle C is greater than angle B. AD bisect angle A and angle C is greater than angle B. Then prove that angle ADB, it is greater than angle ADC. Okay. So first draw the figure, then we will proceed further. In a triangle ABC, AD bisect angle A, angle C is greater than angle B. So if we draw the figure of this triangle, so the triangle will look like now this is our triangle A, B and C. Angle C is greater than angle B. Angle C is greater than angle B, so B is smaller, C is greater, and AD bisect angle A. So this is our angle A. So what will be its bisector? This line, suppose this is the bisector AD. So AD is the bisector of angle A. Okay. Now, so what we have to prove? We have to prove angle ADB, it is greater than angle ADC. Means this angle ADB, it is greater than angle ADC. Okay. So how will you prove it? Again, now if you see here, there are two triangles. One is triangle ADB and another is triangle ADC. If we talk about triangle ADB, then this angle means angle ADC is the exterior angle of this triangle, and this angle, that is angle ADB, this angle is the exterior angle of this triangle ACD. It means we will apply the exterior angle property in both the triangles. So first thing, we apply the exterior angle property in both the triangles. One more thing, this total angle is A. So this angle will be angle A by 2 and this will be also angle A by 2 because bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. So total angle is A. So it will be half of angle A and half of angle A. Okay. So start the proving. Now if we consider triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, angle ADC is exterior angle. In triangle ABD, this angle is exterior angle. So if you apply exterior angle property, so angle ADC, it will be equal to angle A by 2 plus angle B. Suppose this is equation number 1 and this is by exterior angle property. Okay. Similarly, if we take this triangle ADC, now in triangle ADC, this angle is exterior angle. The name of angle is angle ADB. It is exterior angle. So again, using exterior angle property, we will get angle ADB is equal to angle A by 2 plus angle C. This is equation number 2, again by exterior angle property. So we have used exterior angle properties in both the triangles. Okay. Now we have to prove angle ADB is greater than angle ADC. So how will you prove it? ADB, ADC and ADB. We have to obtain the relation in these two terms, ADB and ADC. So if we see these two equations, angle A by 2 is common in both the equation. Means this is the same term in both the equation. But in equation 1 it is written angle B and in equation 2 it is written angle C. And what is given to us, we have given that angle C is greater than angle B. Angle C is greater than angle B. Okay. So if we see these two equations, one term is same in both the equation. Angle A by 2, angle A by 2 it is same in both the equation. But the second term which is added in both the equation, all the things will depend on these two terms. So if this angle C is greater than angle B, it means this whole term will be greater than this whole term. And if this RHS is greater than this RHS, it means this angle will be greater than this angle. Okay. So, or you can prove it in one more way. If we subtract equation 1 from equation 2, that will be more simple. Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So if we subtract these two equations, we will get angle ADB minus angle ADC. ADB minus ADC, it will be equal to A by 2 minus A by 2. That will be cancelled out. Angle A by 2 minus angle A by 2. This is plus angle C and minus angle B. So these two terms will be cancelled out. Now we will get angle ADB minus angle ADC. It is equal to angle C minus angle B. Now this is the most important equation. Let us consider it equation number 3. Now what will happen? Angle C minus angle B is there. In third equation, it is angle C minus angle B. And what is given to us? Angle C is greater than angle B. So whenever a smaller number is subtracted from the larger number, so its value will always be positive. So, okay, suppose let us consider angle B is 45 and angle C is 60. So C is greater than angle B, then its value will be positive value. And positive means it is greater than 0. Positive value means it is greater than 0. So now we will write here, now in equation 3, angle C, in equation 3, since angle C is greater than angle B because it is given, so angle C minus angle B, it will be greater than 0. It is given to us, angle C is greater than angle B, so angle C minus angle B, it will be greater than 0. And if this term is greater than 0, so putting the value of this angle C minus angle B greater than 0, we will get equation number 3 as angle ADB minus angle ADC, it will be greater than 0. Because angle C minus angle B, it is greater than 0, so we can write at this place, it is greater than 0. Now if we take this angle ADC to the right hand side, so we will get angle ADB, it is greater than angle ADC. Angle ADB, it is greater than angle ADC. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so this is a question of inequality of angles. It is also important question, very simple question. Note it down. So in this way we have completed whole of the chapter, lines, angles and triangles. Okay, we have discussed all the important questions, all the types of questions we have discussed. Now if you want to solve some more questions from your reference books and from anywhere, you can solve and you can ask your doubt also. Okay, you can ask your doubt by commenting on the video also, as well as by directly. And if there is any problem in any question, so you are always free to ask me. So note down this question. Now this chapter is completed. So we have completed 3 chapters of mathematics. The first one was number system. Then we have completed polynomials. And then we have completed angles, lines and triangles. Now we will start the next chapter from the next video. Till then you have to solve some more questions based on this and revise all the theorems related to lines, angles and triangles. And all the questions of, basically the most important questions are the questions of proving. So you have to solve the questions of proving very carefully. Okay. So we will meet in the next video with the next chapter.